Get ready for the worst beauty pageant in the world. It's being called Miss Ostland 2014, but the more appropriate name would be Miss Hitler 2014 because it's being hosted on the Adolf Hitler page of VKontakte, which is Russia's Facebook equivalent, where young, beautiful Russians are competing to be the ultimate anti-Semitic woman, I suppose. So we're going to show you some pictures.
That's not really fair. Hitler was broader than that. He was also anti-gypsy, anti-gay,
anti-black,
anti-Pole,
anti-homosexual.
So they really hate a broad section of people, to be fair to the Miss Hitler contestants.
Yeah. Oh, and they're going to make it clear in the messages we have. So first we've got Katya Shkradova. Sorry about the pronunciation. You're seeing a picture of her there. That hat's not really hiding anything. She says that she adores Adolf for his philosophy on the ideal society. The thing she loves most about him is his will to experiment on people. Those experiments, of course, very deadly in many cases.
So that's part of why I want to do the story. I mean, what young person out there is like, how did they get so twisted that they're thinking like, oh, wasn't it great that Hitler was willing to do medical experiments on people?
Yeah.
Like, but that exists in the world, and in her context, because it doesn't happen outside of context. There must be people cheerleading her. Yeah. There must be a community like, ha, way to go, Miss Hitler.
Well, that's the thing. You know, when I was in this part of the world, when I was doing work in this part of the world and in Eastern Europe, there are a lot of people who are still sympathetic and who are now third, fourth generation sympathetic to the Nazis. It is scary. And when we get involved in Ukraine or breakaway Ukrainian republics, we have no idea the kind of people we might run across.
Yeah. Right. So it is both Russians and Ukrainians participating in this ethnically.
Yes. One of the people we might run across is Irina Nagrobetskaya. Seeing a picture of her there, I think she's going to kick Katya's ass, personally. She wrote.
It's such a shame how hot she is.
She wrote in the caption of her photo, don't forget, Adolf is his name. He's our eternal race. He has been given eternal life. I think some of that might be lost in translation. And so those two are doing very well in terms of the number of votes they're getting on this Adolf Hitler page.
So if they were Americans, they'd be Charlie Manson's followers, right?
Probably.
So whatever is the craziest thing to do. By the way,
except Manson is not political. I mean, he'd be more like somebody political and evil. I can't even think of who off the top of my head. But
that was like the Unabomber or something like that. Perhaps.
But Charlie Manson was political, had a huge political effect in our country because that was the end of people thinking hippies were nice people. And then they started cracking their fucking heads in right away.
Oh, they were cracking them before, but now they have an excuse.
Don't ruin my point.
The third contestant we're going to take a look at is Elena Bernetskaya.
Jesus.
Very lovely there. Unfortunately, she is a Nazi. That's a downer, I guess.
You know what? Some of those Nazis, though, kissable, aren't they?
Yeah.
Really?
Is it acceptable to be turned on by a Nazi?
I believe she is the most attractive so far.
So
I hate myself for even making that observation, by the way.
If she doesn't win Miss Hitler, it's a crime.
My brother calls Barack Obama Hitler. He goes, that guy's just like Hitler. I'm like, you must be watching different documentaries than I am.
Exactly. You saw there briefly Anastasia Agieva, who says in her profile, quote from Hitler, they love quoting Hitler, to love no one is the greatest gift. If you love no one, you are invincible because you free yourself of the most terrible pain.
You know what's amazing about that quote is that Ayn Rand said the same thing and Paul Ryan loved it.
No, but that's true. That is the libertarian philosophy.
Totally. Oh, it totally is. That's my point. If you read Ayn Rand's works, which Paul Ryan loves and so many of these guys love, that's what it's all about. Love no one, become invincible.
Yeah. How sad is it that there are people out there who think like, what a great gift to love no one.
Yeah.
To live in that dark a place. So, I mean, I don't know why I'd be surprised. They're in a Miss Hitler contest.
Appealing to Nazis.
They're Russian, right? Isn't it?
Well, they're
for the most part,
Belarusian,
But didn't
Ukrainian.
Hitler kill a bunch of Russians in World War II? Wasn't it like 20?
Of course.
Wait, this seems unreasonable now. These girls might be crazy.
No, but it would be like Americans having a Miss Al-Qaeda pageant.
That's a good point. Yeah. You might be able to set that up. We should try.
Right?
But all of these pictures we've seen, we've got two more, but the next one I think might just be the winner there.
My God.
That's Alina
Why are all
Voronina.
these contestants so goddamn hot?
Well, you know what?
She's sick, man.
They don't say it's the pure blood.
This is a kink.
That girl needs
Not
a spanking.
that
But she's been a bad girl.
Ekaterina Matvieva.
She's been a bad girl. She's been liking Hitler. You're gonna pull up that skirt and get a little spanking.
Wait a minute, is that the same? Is that the same as the next picture?
She needs a red bottom.
No, two different. That's Alina
she
and
has
Ekaterina's
dropped
right there.
the milk pail. That one, but this one, interesting.
Yeah.
Only
And then,
7 likes,
She looks 13 years old. This one.
This one?
Yeah, it looks like a 13-year-old girl with fake
that's
fake
legal there.
eyelashes.
And a crazy look in her eye.
Yeah, it is crazy.
And then
It looks
finally,
like a doll.
they're not just doing this for the upvotes or
She
the
looks like
likes.
she's torturing Anthony Perkins off screen. She's really frightening. Now,
That's
is
what you
this?
get for winning first place, an actual Magic Workshop bracelet, which has symbols from Third Reich. They're sort of like
That's
they did that,
it?
that spiritual stuff. Yeah.
Wow, it's like they-
well,
Like,
this is second
you would
prize.
think they would get like an axe or something. Like,
Yeah.
it seems like kind of a pussy
Yeah.
prize to give at the end of a Miss Hitler
All right,
contest.